Well, Jason, a win to end the season, but ultimately a result elsewhere didn't go for you today.
Yeah, that's it. Overall, it's just disappointing. We've done our part, but obviously Donny have won, and congratulations to them. They're in the playoffs, and all the best to them.
Today's game, what did you make of it?
They started well. They had a few chances, and then we started growing into the game and started getting a few ourselves, and got control of the game. At half time we were comfortable, and then second half it just kind of petered out into it. They were probably a better team. I thought we didn't really start second half. They obviously scored late on, and then again we show good character to go and get a goal that clinches it.
They had a few, maybe not what you'd say full chances, but had some decent opportunities in the first 10 minutes. Could have been 2 up maybe.
No, definitely they could have. We gave ourselves a shake. We're good that way. We can speak to each other in the park, and when you've got the attacking ability we've got, we're always going to get chances and score goals.
I know it's a cliche, but ultimately, regardless of what happened elsewhere, the aim for yourselves today was to go out on that high with a win, and that's what you did.
Yeah, as I said, we could only worry about ourselves, and we've put a good performance in for the last home game of the season, and it's just disappointing, isn't it, really, to win the last 2 games and not get that final playoff space. But we just need to dust ourselves down and come back again for more. How
aware were you of what was happening 60 miles up the road?
To be fair, wasn't it was the place was a bit flat, so you could gather that. We knew at half time the score, the Donny result, but at 1-0 it's always on a knife edge, and we just try to do a professional job as you can. It's hard at times, and then obviously the cheer goes up and it's a wrong cheer. So, but as I said, we done all we can do, and it just wasn't for us today.
Yeah, I think commentary had a goal disallowed, but as players, I mean, it was celebrated, wasn't it? Like it was a posh goal. It must have been a weird moment for you, thinking, oh, it's 1-1, but then I don't know how long it took you guys to realise that wasn't the case, and Doncaster actually went 2-0 up.
No, again, it was just we had to be professional and continue our job, and it wouldn't matter if Donny lost 10-0 today if we didn't win our game. So we had to stay calm and just try and win our game and see it out, and obviously at the end of the game you find out that it wasn't enough.
When you heard that cheer go up though, you must have all known what it was, and secretly a little punch of the air.
No, definitely. I was saying that to Woody as well in the park, just for us to concentrate now, and the fancied us if we got in the playoffs, because we're just building up a bit of momentum. So it's disappointing, but as I said, we can't dwell on it a full summer. You just need to go away, dust ourselves down and be back.
You mentioned the momentum, 1 defeat in 8 to end the season, so a strong end. Obviously that club record breaking start to the season. Ultimately it was from sort of November to March where the season was lost.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, we've finished in a good points tally, and it's not been enough. But we just need to try and take the positives out of it, remain positive, and I think the club's going in the right direction with the gaffer. He's top notch, him and Gav, in the training field of every day. You're learning, so it's been good.
Ultimately, every team can look back over the course of a 46 game season. We dropped a point here, we dropped a point there. What do you? I mean, as a player who was here all season, was it markedly different, that start of the season, end of the season, that middle period? What was it for you? What lost it for you?
I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint until you could say anything. Like Coventry away, we scored 89th minute, conceding the 91st, whatever. But you could then look at Sunderland where we conceding 87th and scoring the 91st. So it's just you need to take it through the full season, and ultimately we've not been good enough to get in the 6th place.
Of course, yeah, it's a season, and you got fewer points than Doncaster, but that middle part, I mean, looking back, I know you can't go and change it now, but it must be so frustrating that you had so many, I think it was 5 wins in 22.
No, these things happen, but in any season we go through sticky spells, and I mean, you could even look back at, the last minute goal at Fleetwood. If it doesn't go in, we're in the playoffs. If we go to Walsall and win, we're in the playoffs. But there's all sorts of expressions you could say, but it's just not been our day to day our season, unfortunately.
Yeah, you could stay up all night thinking about those different permutations. Yeah. Your first season personally in English football, what have you made of it?
No, it's been different. Obviously it's different kind of style of football now to go in different stadiums. I've enjoyed it. It's a great club to be at, and I just want to keep continuing my development.
And you had that period, I think it was around November, December, where you were out of the side for a few games, but you've started pretty much every game since around Christmas. So you must have enjoyed the way you've ended the season.
No, I've played 50 times now this season, so no, it's good, and I pride myself on that. Good professionalism and just staying fit and being available for selection. And obviously you go through sticky spells as well. I did run about the start of winter time and just had to knuckle down and fight for my place, and luckily enough I got back in and performed not too bad at the end of the season.
You mentioned winter time, probably felt like winter out there a bit today as well.
It was freezing. I said that it was, I mean, a couple of weeks ago it was scorching. I was having to put sunblock on before the games, but today was like Glasgow weather, so it suited me.
You came in as one of many arrivals last summer. I guess you might well be thinking that you're here as well, and there'll be upheaval in the summer once again with another new manager.
No, maybe. If that's the route the gaffer wants to go, that's his prerogative, and we'll just see what the summer brings.
When do you break? I know he's saying he's going to speak to everyone between now and Tuesday, and then is it a few weeks off?
Yeah, he's speaking to us sometime next week. So I don't know, but we just need to go forward and we'll speak the next couple of days and see.
Well done today, but ultimately unlucky.
Cheers, mate.